Right now, Hillary Clinton taking the stage and taking down Donald Trump's business record in Atlantic City. And she just took a shot at Governor Chris Christie of New Jersey. She's pumping up the White House record on the economy. But former Reagan economic advisor Art Laffer says the Obama economic record is really nothing to crow about. Art, you know, I listened to that joint campaign stop, if you will, with the President Obama and Hillary Clinton yesterday, and this is what they're going to say to the American public. They're going to say he ended the 2008 recession meltdown, which was the worst since the Great Depression. He's had over 70-plus months of positive jobs growth. The unemployment rate is under 5%, and he's cut the deficit in half. Why wouldn't she tout those things?
Well, those are all true, and those are all things she probably will tout, Charles. But if you look at the true record, I mean, the unemployment rate has dropped dramatically, not because these people have found jobs, it's because they've all left the labor force. We have a very low employment to adult population, and it's dropped precipitously. And even under Obama's tenure in office, and the recovery is very minor. The only reason we're creating any jobs as of late is because of population growth, not because of people who lost their jobs or getting jobs. And when you look at the overall economy, this is the single worst recovery in U.S. history. And the reason we had the Great Recession, my view, and I know others disagree, but it's because of Obama's policies and W's. By the way, W is equally as bad as Obama. But I've never heard of a poor person spending himself into wealth. It's just stupid. It makes no sense. But that's what they tried to do, and they, far from saving the economy, they caused the Great Recession. Well, how's that for an answer? That's
a pretty good answer, but if you're Donald Trump and you had to stick to one thing, would it be, because that would be too complicated for the average person with a very short attention span, if you can't get it in a quick soundbite, would it be those things, or would you talk, because I think the average person knows one thing: their paycheck hasn't moved if they're lucky enough to have one.
It hasn't moved at all. You're exactly right on that. And also, they aren't finding an easy time to get good, high-paying jobs. They aren't. Everyone who just looks around can see the malaise has been here, and it's been here for a long time. I mean, a long time. And they're frustrated. If you look at the Gallup polls, are you satisfied with the way things are? People are not satisfied with the way things are. If you look at the elections at state and local levels or the federal level, there's a huge shift away from the Democrats. And touting this economy only, in my mind, gets people to focus more on the troubles they have. They should just be quiet about the economy and talk about Hillary's email record. Just joking.
Well,
I'm just joking.
Yeah, that's a good one. You know, it's interesting. You bring up a great point. I want to bring